Learn English to Gujarati time words, promptly, immediately, and
આ દરમિયાન.
welcome to Time Trouble. Hey, you are about to learn some very useful Gujarati time words through a chaotic little story. Relax, listen, and enjoy the mess. Our story begins with Ravi, a man who believes calendars are only decorative wall art. One Monday morning, his boss sends a message, "Please reply promptly." Ravi whispers the Gujarati word like it is a magic spell.
સમયસર.
That means promptly, or on time. Unfortunately, Ravi reads the message while brushing his teeth, watering a plant, and trying to remember where he put his other sock. This is not a promising start. The great office plan. Now you will hear the big plan, which of course becomes a small disaster. That is excellent for learning. At the meeting, the boss says, we need 3 kinds of planning. First, the
મધ્યમ ગાળામાં.
plan, meaning medium term. That is the plan for the next stretch of time, not tomorrow, not 10 years from now, but the practical middle. Then she says, we also need a
લાંબા ગાળાનું.
strategy. That means long term. Ravi nods very seriously, the way people nod when they understand only 63% of what is happening. Finally, she adds, we need a
દૂરદર્શી.
approach. That means forward-looking, visionary, the kind of thinking that sees future problems before they arrive wearing boots. Ravi pretends to be visionary. You know that dangerous moment when someone asks if you understand, and your mouth says yes before your brain votes? Welcome to Ravi's life. Ravi says, absolutely. I am very
દૂરદર્શી.
Quote. Then he writes a to-do list that says, buy tea, maybe become successful, definitely look important. His coworker Mira leans over and says, a
દૂરદર્શી.
person thinks ahead. Ravi nods and writes another note, think ahead. Honestly, not a bad beginning. Immediate panic. Now the fun begins, because no language lesson is complete without a little panic. Preferably someone else's. Suddenly the boss runs in and says, send the file immediately. The key Gujarati word is
તરત.
immediately, right away. No tea break, no dramatic staring out the window, no philosophical sighing. Ravi repeats.
તરત. તરત.
And for one beautiful second he actually moves fast. Then he sends the wrong file.
તરત.
So yes, speed is useful, but accuracy is also invited to the party. Meanwhile, language learners need survival skills. One of them is knowing what to say while waiting. The other is finding tea. Mira says, the boss is checking the report.
આ દરમિયાન.
Let's fix the charts. That phrase means in the meantime. It is the handy expression for the little stretch between one event and the next. So if dinner is cooking,
આ દરમિયાન.
you set the table. If the train is late,
આ દરમિયાન.
you drink tea and pretend this was your plan all along. Afterwards and regret. Here come 2 very human ideas. Doing something later, and realizing later that you were a potato. Useful vocabulary, both of them. After the meeting, Ravi finally sends the correct file.
પછીથી.
This word means afterwards, or later on. He says, I fixed it.
પછીથી.
Good. Better late than never. Not ideal, but legally still progress. Then Ravi thinks.
પાછળથી વિચારતા.
I should have checked the file name first. That phrase means in retrospect. You use it when you look back and suddenly become much wiser than your past self. So remember.
પછીથી.
Is afterwards, but
પાછળથી વિચારતા.
is in retrospect. One is about later action. The other is about looking back and reflecting. Quick drill for your brain. Your turn. I say the English, and you try to remember the Gujarati before I reveal it. Promptly.
સમયસર.
Medium term.
મધ્યમ ગાળામાં.
Long term.
લાંબા ગાળાનું.
Forward looking.
દૂરદર્શી.
In retrospect.
પાછળથી વિચારતા.
Afterwards.
પછીથી.
Immediately.
તરત.
In the meantime.
આ દરમિયાન.
Mini dialogue challenge. Let's make the words sound alive. Listen to this tiny office comedy. Boss, please reply.
સમયસર.
Quote. Ravi, of course. Very professional. Extremely.
સમયસર.
Quote. Boss, we also need a
મધ્યમ ગાળામાં.
plan and a
લાંબા ગાળાનું.
strategy. Mira, and let's be
દૂરદર્શી.
not just dramatic. Boss, send the revised file.
તરત.
Quote. Ravi, I will. Well,
આ દરમિયાન.
can someone remind me which file is revised? Mira, you sent the wrong one.
પછીથી.
2. Ravi.
પાછળથી વિચારતા.
Naming every file final really final was not my strongest decision. Friendly conclusion. Nice work. You survived Ravi, the meeting, and the vocabulary. Today you practiced 8 useful English to Gujarati time expressions.
સમયસર. મધ્યમ ગાળામાં. લાંબા ગાળાનું. દૂરદર્શી. પાછળથી વિચારતા. પછીથી. તરત.
And.
આ દરમિયાન.
Thank you for learning with me. Keep practicing, say the words out loud, and come back to them.
સમયસર.
Rather than.
પછીથી.
You are doing great.